So here we are in the season of Easter, and we read in the Bible stories of the risen Jesus talking with his friends. And at the end of Luke's Gospel, Jesus explains what we call the Old Testament part of the Bible to his followers, and explains how those Bible passages talk about him and what he has been through in dying and rising again. And he ends with the words that we're going to hear now from Luke 24.
This reading is from Luke chapter 24, verses 48 and 49. You are witnesses of these things, and I myself will send upon you what my Father has promised. But you must wait in the city until the power from above comes down upon you. Amen.
Thank you. Wait until the power comes upon you. What is it that the disciples were being told to wait for? Any thoughts? Yeah? Right, the Holy Spirit. Yeah, okay, so they were to wait for the gift of the Holy Spirit. Now, this wasn't a new thing, of course, because if you go to the very first few words at the beginning of the Bible, the Holy Spirit is there as part of creation, but they're being asked to wait for some special gift that's coming. It's quite hard to wait sometimes, isn't it? Especially if you don't know when something is going to happen, but they were being told to wait. I think a lot of you might know Tom Stuckey. Do you remember when Tom Stuckey was president of Conference? Yeah. And his theme for the year was about the church being on the edge of Pentecost. I don't know whether you remember that. I think we need to perhaps do a bit more thinking and work about that, because we are on the edge of Pentecost in terms of the time of year. And we're always kind of on the edge of Pentecost, because although the gifts have been given, we're still waiting for more. These days, we get asked whether churches are viable. And that means, does your church have all it needs to flourish and to do well? And one way that you can test to get the answer to that question is to see how many gifts of the Holy Spirit, how many fruits of the Holy Spirit you can see in a church. Right, so now I'd like you to tell me if you can think of any gifts or fruits of the Holy Spirit. St. Paul in his letters in the New Testament lists a few in different places, and we might even be able to think of one or two more things. So anybody think of a gift or a fruit of the Holy Spirit, and we're going to try and put them up on the screen. Yeah. Right, okay, so music and musicians. So do you want to put that up there? Right, anything else? Joyfulness, right. Yeah. Kindness, yeah. Love, right. Voices, yes, sorry, voices, yeah. There's loads more. Young people, right. Flowers, okay. Outreach, yeah. Okay, preaching, yeah. Faithfulness, yeah. Joy, yeah. Yeah, patience. Hope, yeah. Volunteers, yeah. Suppose you could call that goodwill, perhaps, as well, yeah. Fellowship, yeah. Courage. There's a few more in St. Paul's list. Now, in the days when I had churches with Bibles under the seats before COVID, people would be going... Anything else? Charity. Yeah, okay, charity. Is that different from love, or do you mean giving? Giving, give that kind of charity. Okay, that's fine, yeah. giving, that's going on there as well. Any others? Family, okay. Friends. What about faith? We've not got that one up there yet, have we? Life, yeah. Gentleness, yeah. Oh, we've got somebody looking it up now. Self-control, yeah. Generosity, yeah. Peace, yes. The what, sorry? Holy Spirit, yeah. So Holy Spirit, these are gifts of the Spirit, but yeah. I think we've probably got most things now. As I say, St. Paul wrote several different lists in different letters, but the one that I wrote down was love, joy, peace, faithfulness, self-control, patience, goodness, gentleness, and humility. We haven't got humility up there, have we? Good dose of, we need confidence, but a good dose of humility with it, do you think? Yeah. Okay, that's brilliant. So those things are gifts of God. They're not things that we can create ourselves. They're not things that we can buy or manufacture. They're things that are just given. So next question, which you've kind of partially answered, but do you think we see any of these things here in this church? And if so, where? Right, there, yeah. Flowers, yeah. Friends, yeah. What? Yeah, we have plenty of volunteers. We always need more, but we do have a lot of volunteers, yeah. Yeah, talents and skills for sharing. That's good, thank you. What about faith? Where do we see faith in the life of this church? Hope so, yeah. In everything we do, in all of those things, there's faith, isn't there? Otherwise, there isn't really any point in doing them. Okay, I'm going to move on in a moment. Does anybody want to say anything else before I move on?